Hi, this is Christian, and before we get started, I have a very important content warning for this episode. To ensure a thorough content warning, but also to avoid spoilers, I'm going to do a basic content warning right now that will cover all the themes that will be addressed in this episode. In the description below, I'm going to leave a more detailed content warning for those who need it. The content warning in the description will have slight spoilers, but it will go more in depth into what to expect from the themes I listed in the basic content warning. Content warning. This episode contains descriptions of violence that some may consider disturbing. This scene also includes audio that is meant to elicit themes of horror, though there are no jump scares in this episode. This includes sounds that are purposefully edited to sound unsettling, though none of them are jump scares. This scene starts when you can hear the clock tower ambiance in the episode, which sounds like this. This scene continues from that point to the end of the episode. Please stay safe. Aha! You have arrived. Please, take a seat. Come, gather round, friend of my friends, the strings of fate. You see, I realized in my sudden entrance last week that perhaps I had left some context unsaid, which is why I would love to tell you all a tale. Hold in your head the image of a hero. Dashing, yes. Handsome, absolutely. Of the utmost character, it goes without saying. Yes, you have now conjured the image of me in your minds. Now, hold on to that image and try to imagine the qualities of a villain. Backstabbing, yes. Conniving, yes. Willing to sick a cucumber water slinging dog onto your back? Absolutely, right? We're all in agreement then. You see, I'm simply a businessman, a seasoned wanderer of the world. So when a contract to retrieve a certain artifact is left unfulfilled, let's just say Jarlaxle is not one to be trifled with. Oh yes. Also, you're listening to the Strings of Fate podcast. Toodaloo! Orchestral music floats through the air. The laughter and glee of dancers, its accompaniment. A few onlookers look on with envy towards the woman dancing with the handsome lord at the center of the crowd. Their feet glide as they weave their way around the other guests, and there's no way any one of them could ever realize the act of intimidation taking place in this simple waltz. Lidara. He's a very respectful dancer, but he's also very graceful as you feel yourself carried across the dance floor, a charming smile on his face. But those eyes that were once very soft and full of nervousness now carry a twisted playfulness and a malice as the smile stays the same. And he looks towards you and says, "What? You're not upset, right?"
Wow, you are just such a good actor, aren't you?
Oh, I pride myself in it. Did I have you fooled? Just a little. Be honest.
I'll be honest. Seeing you here is quite a surprise, but I knew there was no reason for any random person to come dance with me.
Oh, don't get down on yourself. I wouldn't say that. You're very charming. I mean, in a very blunt assassin sort of way. He says as he twirls you around very gracefully and then catches your arm, pulling you through the crowd. He looks and he says, "But you couldn't honestly expect me to just sit back and take such a slight as the ones you all left me at."
Well, I mean, it's not really a shock, but the timing now is a little inconvenient.
Oh, it's inconvenient. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. It's inconvenient for you, he
Keep
says.
your voice down. Are you trying to cause a scene right now?
He turns and he looks and he says, every last one of these nobles is so consumed in whatever drink or food or drug that they're on right now that they are absolutely not listening to me, I promise you. He says as he weaves you through the crowd. Still, the dance on the outside, the dexterity that you have and the dexterity that he has is just creating a very, very graceful display.
Does he? So he looks still like the.
He still looks like, he still looks like
silver hair?
Apollo.
Okay. So what? Are you gonna kill me now? In the middle of the dance floor?
Okay, well, don't be so gauche about it. I'm not going to kill you. Alright? I simply am here to parlay, to talk, to remind you that, yes, I'm still around, and I'm not going anywhere. He makes his way through, into a dip as he looks and he says, and I suggest you listen, as he pulls you back up. Making your way through. Now, I went back and I chatted with your and my personal acquaintance, that little bartender there.
You didn't hurt him, did you?
Oh, well, with characters like that, a little pain goes a long way. But all in all, magic helped me get most of the information I needed.
Her grip on him tightens quite a bit.
Ooh, wow. Very, very painful, but understandable. He looks and he says, he's fine. What's not fine is that I know you took the stone with you.
What? Wait, what?
Don't. I wouldn't play dumb here.
I'm not playing dumb. What do you mean?
I mean, it wasn't there where he left it. So, if it's not with him, and only one other group knew where it was, then I'm under the assumption that perhaps you knew I would come back and are intentionally keeping this from me in order to make my life difficult.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have it. And I'm not lying. And I know we've, had some issues in the past, but I'm not lying. We don't have it.
Make a persuasion check.
We don't, right, everyone?
You don't have it.
Okay.
We don't.
I was just checking before. I was just going off.
Worried. Yeah. That sounds like not my problem. Someone wants to get in the vault, have fun. It's not my shit in there.
Okay. You said persuasion?
Persuasion.
That's an 11.
He looks and he says, I really don't want to do things the difficult way. But I'm going to let you know now, just out of courtesy. I know about the little family in the house. If you don't think I've got people watching them already, then you're sorely mistaken. And I wish I was a big enough person to go over hostage situations or leverage, but I don't think I am.
Jarlaxle? First of all, how many people have you been pretending to be? I mean, you have quite a history of deceiving us.
Oh, that's a fun question. No. Let's see. I've been in contact with you a couple times now. You didn't realize
Of
here and
course.
there. Let me think. I saved your little pal Vincent and his little boy toy in the alleyway. There. I mean, very convenient for a schnitzel cart to just make its way through at a certain time. But I can't have you going to jail or being executed by a maniacal church, so that's not very good. Let me think. There's a few more times here and there, but Mostly just to keep an eye.
Of course. Well, I'm telling you that we don't have it. Intimidation.
Make a check.
We don't have it.
I am
Derogatory.
rolling intimidation.
I'm rolling intimidation
That
because
is an
she
amazing
is.
way to ask for a check.
Demands it. Rolls
I'm
to
not
intimidate
asking.
the
I am not asking you.
DM. This is a demand, not a request. She's like, geez, okay.
She's a whiz, guys. We're just playing a D&D game. Cool.
Was it bad?
Was it bad? A little.
Sucks.
Yeah. Same exact roll. And 11.
Listen, it's all very scary. I've had a number of threats pointed out at me throughout my life. And this is a good threat. I mean, I can see it. You didn't have to say anything, but I can tell right now that you're thinking of ways. What is it? The dagger, the crossbow, maybe some poison later on? I don't know. It's very interesting thought for me. He says as he another twirl in around into a catch, he says, but suppose you are telling the truth. You don't have the stone. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, obviously. It's not like I can force you to have the stone. If you've lost it along the way, or if someone's taken it, well, I'll have to find them, and that's a pain in my ass in order to, I'll have to undertake here.
Damn.
Ah, yes, damn indeed. He looks. But I can say one thing, is that as much as I am professional, and as much as I do have my priorities in check in certain situations, I'm a little petty. And if I'm not going to get the stone from you all, and you're of no more use to me, then I suppose a little consolation prize, making your lives a bit more hell, would make me feel better. Unless that is, of course, you'd like to help me find the stone, or have any ideas of where it could be, or who it's with.
Well, I don't have any idea who it could be with. At all. I think that this is a conversation that involves more than just the two of us.
Oh yes, I agree. I very much agree with you. But for now, I do want to enjoy this party. Because it's a good party. I mean, did you see the spread? They have lobster. Good lobster. And I plan to get fucked up.
That's the spirit.
So,
If Jarlaxle ain't me.
so, I have no plans for ruining this night for you. At least not now. And I'll let you reconvene with your friends. If you decide to run and escape, trust me, I can find you. And I will find you again. And also, I don't think you want to make any moves to cross me, he says, as he pulls from his coat pocket a small stone with a rune carved into it. Go ahead and make an intelligence or an arcana check, whichever's higher. I think they're the same, actually. Arcana check for me. It's not a super high DC.
25.
This is the exact same rune. It's not the same instrument itself, but it's the same rune that Azzurum has on his neck to contact someone from far away. And he says, remember, I know that you're all hardy adventurers, but that family hardly seems like they could take a bullet or a slice of the sword or something along those lines. And I'm not above that, so.
You will not touch that family. Everything that we have to do will go through us first. I'm not one to back down from a fight, and I'm not one to back down from a threat.
He looks, he says, that's good. This is a just in case. A bit of the word I used earlier. Leverage. Just to hold your attention. He slips the stone back into his pocket. He says, all I have to do is say the word. But I don't want to. Oh, goodness, Lidara, I do not want to. You must believe me. Gosh, could you... Just the thought of it is just so...
Oh, I'm sure.
I know, I'm torn up about it. Just the thought of slaughtering that family. Gosh. Just real tearjerker.
Oh.
It honestly is.
I can see it's really tearing you up.
I know. But business is business. Convene with your friends. Your options are help me, or... well, we can continue to have fun together. And as he says that, the song concludes. The dancers separate, give a small clap to the orchestra, as Jarlaxle gives a bow. And his eyes turn from the soft eyes of Apollo to the shrewd eyes of Jarlaxle Lonwy. And he winks before he turns and makes his way back into the crowd. Lidara, what are you doing?
She's going to scan the crowd, look for Azzurum and Vincent, and see what they're up to at the moment.
Azzurum and Vincent, you have both had fairly pleasant dances. Let me actually cut over a little bit. Is there anything you would have said to Finnegan as you were dancing with them? Like while you were both dancing, were you just silently like, woohoo, yeah? Finnegan probably would have been like, it's like, you are quite the experienced dancer.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a performer. You know what they say?
I can see that. You're light on your feet. You've got great presence. I mean, oh my goodness. I would hire you out as a dancer for other occasions at this point, but I suppose you are already underemployment, adventuring, all that stuff.
Yeah, booked and busy.
Booked and busy. Finnegan, as the song sort of slows down in the pace, as you're both kind of like a little out of breath from, well, not you. They're out of breath, definitely. They look over at you, and they say, so, with Valentina, you're under her charge? I mean, what for? If you don't mind me asking.
Just security.
Just security. Oh, all right. Any reason as to why? I know there's a lot of tensions going high around here, but I hardly think it's going to turn into some brawl.
Oh, what kind of tensions?
Oh, well, the obvious ones. As much as the higher-ups know that this whole thing's bullshit, I mean, the grunts don't know that. They simply fight and they play and that sort of thing. I mean, even now you can see, and they point out a few people, look, they're eyeing each other already, just very upset having to share the same air as Walsh or Thorn scum, that sort of thing.
Any other tensions I should be aware about?
Ooh, well, that moves into the purviews of gossip. A purview that I myself am very versed in. Let me think here. You remember the house guard I talked about? Franzi and Celine?
Mm-hmm.
They, well, they have a history.
Oh.
And a history that continues. Which the families don't know. If there was, that's against the rules, the whole thing, to see anyone on either side fraternizing, that sort of thing. But I think it's cute. I'm really rooting for them in that case. So that's always a tension. Even now they can't dance with each other, but they look like they want to.
What about within the families?
Within the families?
Well, that's
That's a whole can of worms, but let me think. Well, you can probably tell that Valentina may not have the most illustrious opinion of her cousin. And myself, I have no ill will towards the young heir, but she does seem a bit not suited for the job.
I don't know her personally really that well. I saw her a couple times in the manor, but...
Well, if you got to know her, she's
she's got her own special charm about her. It just doesn't seem like she's fit to run the whole business thing. And honestly, you're talking to someone that is also unfit to run the whole business thing. I promise you that.
I love them.
But Valentina, of course, is not the heiress, and that's how it goes.
Does she want to be?
I'm sure that she is ambitious. She talks about her ambitions a lot, though being the heiress would require certain measures to be taken, in which I don't think Valentina's looking to take. That was quite the leap.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
we'll see what happens tonight, you know?
we certainly shall.
How will the clock strike?
Very clever indeed. Quick-witted as well. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
I think you would like me a lot in general. I think I'm pretty cool.
They kind of look and they say, "Is that right?" So no plans for an after party or anything like that?
Oh my god. Dibble's gonna
No.
fucking stab him.
No, not right now.
Nothing. Oh, well. There's always one open. Just keep an eye out for me. If you change your mind.
I'll let you know. You'll be the first to know.
I'm charmed to hear it.
Holy
The
shit.
dance ends around the same time. We'll come over. Vincent, Renair, you are dancing.
Oh my god.
And it's that same sort of... It's a great dance. Renair is a little clumsy, but also he
Aw.
holds a lot. He knows a lot of the rules to formal dance, as he says. This is fun.
He's like, this
Right?
is, we're having a good time, right?
We are having a good time, right? I'm sorry to drag you. I know you didn't want to dance. I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't a...
So the thing about Vincent is that he talks a big game about not wanting to do things, but he actually, once he gets out there, he's like having a great time. And he's like smiling and laughing. So he's like, no, this is really, really nice.
Oh, fantastic.
You're light on your feet.
It comes with the territory, I suppose. You're really not bad yourself.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm serious. You have a spring in your step and a natural grace.
Thank you. You've been to a lot of these then, I guess.
Oh, and Cineath I had to attend when I was younger, and at some point I stopped going to take care of my mother, but this was I may have had gone to a few with the Harpers and that sort of thing. I'm not fully versed in this. I'm just picking up on old lessons that I had when I was a child.
Well, it's fun and you're doing good. While dancing, I'll take just a look around at the crowd for a moment to see where, the other two are.
You can easily find the other two. Make an insight check.
21. Nice.
21. Azzurum and Finnegan are having a great time. Lidara is visibly disturbed. This is towards the end of the dance, I'll say.
Okay.
Lidara is visibly there's a little bit of anger in her face, and as she's looking on, her body language wouldn't denote that at all. But you can tell that the person she's having a conversation with, that silver-haired noble, it's not going well.
Huh.
Is something wrong?
It's just Lidara.
Huh?
That man just kept looking at us earlier.
Is he dangerous? Should we
Oh, I
intervene?
don't know. I have no idea. I don't think we should do anything right now. Maybe at the end, talk to her.
Well, if we need to keep someone away from Lidara, then don't worry. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, I will too. I was nosy earlier. Don't trust him. Don't trust anyone here.
Yes. It's the type of crowd that trusting is a difficult thing to do, and also usually not the best course of action.
Right.
So, you're right.
To think I was going to enjoy this night.
I
was going to
think-
try, at least.
I think we can. I think we still can. I mean, the night is fairly young. It's beautiful here. I mean, the food is good. Why don't we try? Just enjoy this night. We've never been to one of these together. At least not one where we were worried that Azzurum was going to be turned into some kind of stone statue.
It's so long ago. It feels like so distant.
You remember the party with the that we had afterwards at the bar? We had it was less noble and a little more crowded. I think there was a lot of dancing and singing and a lot of drinking. Renier all of a sudden, like his head, he's just like, ow. Just remembered a pain that I had long buried beneath. It was a good memory until then, but maybe we could do something like that again. Just back at the house, we can celebrate to our last night in Weldon.
Maybe something less, stuffy.
Yeah, I'd like that. And with that, the dance ends for all of you. Lidara, you are left there. Azzurum, Finnegan goes off. Mischievous smile across their face. Renair joins you, Vincent. Where are you all going? You meeting up together?
Where's Lidara going?
I'm heading directly towards whoever's closest to me. I don't know who that would be, but
I'll try to get your
Okay.
attention at least.
It would be, yeah, you could easily all converge together after the dance.
then I'll look at Azzurum and be like, "Get over here!"
Okay.
And then I'll go to Vincent and Renair. Just be like,
You all right?
"I need to talk to you all right now. We need
Oh
to."
my god, I saw you were dancing with that hot guy.
Yeah, I saw that you were upset with that hot guy. What happened?
Let's go somewhere private.
All
You make your way back over to the table. Valentina and Tyron are not there currently, so you have the table to yourselves. You all take a seat.
Well, everyone, our past has come to bite us in the ass again.
What?
It always does.
That was not a noble named Apollo. That was Jarlaxle.
Oh my god.
hell!
Let me act shocked.
No.
I hate that guy.
Well, are we just gonna go out back and kill him then?
What did he want?
What did he want? I wonder what he wanted.
There's an issue.
We don't have it.
The stone, previously left with Durnan, was not there when Jarlaxle went. Jarlaxle, of course, talked to Durnan and tried to get it, and it wasn't there. And so he thinks that we have it.
He can search me.
Was he being honest? Did he really not find it?
He seemed very angry. And he didn't believe me when I told him that we didn't have it. But he threatened the Genasi family. He knows about them. He's been watching us this whole time. Is anyone surprised? I'm not, personally, because this has happened before.
So Jarlaxle, as in the person submarine I was wounded.
Yes, that one.
That one.
Why
Who
would
pretended
he
to be
need
you.
what stone? The stone of Galore?
Yes. You see,
Is anyone watching us?
Make a perception check.
I would like to make a perception, insight, whatever I can do.
9.
Nice.
16.
16.
16
With my
is
passive, would my passive do anything?
here your passive would be able to tell you that Apollo's watching you. And in fact, as soon as you're kind of looking around and you look over, you like lock eyes with Jarlaxle, who
I give him a little wave.
waves back. You catch that Tyron and Finnegan are talking. But it's very hush hush. Like
Interesting.
literally Tyron is like you almost don't catch it because they're basically like back to back, like near the buffet, like just talking out loud until you realize like they're talking to each other.
Damn,
That's weird.
that's weird.
But yes, Apollo's watching.
Of course.
Jarlaxle's watching.
Yeah, same thing. He's threatened the Genasi family. Of course.
So we're gonna take him out back and kill him. So let's go do that, and then we'll be over with. It'll be over with.
I don't know if it'll be that easy. We've gone against him before. But he's very angry. He also wants us to help him find it. And if we don't help him find it, he has people watching the Jarlaxle family as we speak.
Then why don't we just fucking help him find it? I don't give a shit about the stone anymore.
The reason we had the stone away, the reason we didn't give him the stone was because that money doesn't fucking belong to him.
It's not my fucking money. I don't care anymore.
We just need to talk to him, I think. We need to talk to him and tell him and let him know that we just don't have it and we have no idea who could have taken it. He didn't believe me. So annoying, honestly.
I don't want him to have that money, if I can help it.
Well, I don't want the Jarlaxle family to die. Are we really going to drag the business of Cineath and fucking Lord Neverember into this family's life?
We're not. You have a point.
Brunair sort of winces and says, Azzurum, right. It's that money is ill-gotten, and it belongs to the people of Cineath. That's true. But they're doing fine without it right now, and I really would like for that money not to cause harm to another family.
I know.
If we don't end this soon, this horrible connection we have with him, then it's going to be following us for a long time. He is very powerful, unfortunately. So,
well,
shall we? I mean, we could talk to him at some point tonight. We don't have to do it now.
I'll go talk to him right now.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay, well then we should all go.
You make your way over?
Are we all going?
I'll go.
We should pull him aside, though.
You make your way over to a table of nobles that Apollo sat at. They're all laughing and talking with each other, and as you approach, they almost in unison stop and turn.
Apollo!
Lidara, how are you? Did you enjoy the dance?
Oh, it was absolutely lovely. But I was just wondering if we could chat for a moment. I just, I wanted to follow up.
Oh, I think we can talk right here. In fact, all of these people can hear what we have to say. Is that right? And you see, as they blink, all their eyes just...
Of course.
And then back. So...
Lovely.
You've come to parley. You've considered my offer, and, you're ready to tell the truth. So...
Truth, alright.
The stone.
We don't fucking have it. How many times do we have to fucking tell you? Leave us alone. We don't have it.
Search us if you want. I don't care.
Jarlaxle, if I may.
Azzurum,
I missed you.
I missed you too. I mean, really, this business has made you all think that we are enemies when we started as business partners. You signed a contract with me.
Yeah, fucking unfortunately.
We did do that, didn't we?
This is not some crime. You are legally bound to stay within this contract with me. And I'm simply going about this in the way that I think is best.
And I completely understand that.
Of course.
And I completely understand your frustration. But believe me when I say this, we don't have it.
We don't know where it went.
This is a bold-faced lie. Because I am tracking the stone. And it is here. So, quit the bullshit. And tell me where the fucking stone is.
If you know where it is, to tell us where it is,
it
please
doesn't
tell
work
us.
like that. All right? I know the general location of the stone. It's in this building right now, which means it's on one of you.
No, it's
That's
not.
crazy.
That's
Here,
weird.
pat me down.
Pat me down right now.
Wait a second. What? Somebody has it then.
Well, somebody that's not us. So does that mean that one of the houses have it?
Maybe.
I can't cast it again. I'm not a caster. God.
Calm down. We'll figure it out. It's not us. Somebody else has it.
Jarlaxle, you think we would have fucking given it to you by you think we'd sit here and just be like, oh, it's here, but we don't know where it is.
Yes,
Play a little maze game.
Because
Let's
you've
go.
done it before.
Well,
You did it to me months ago.
well, now we're telling the truth.
I've traced this stone all over I traced it to the Thorn Mansion. I traced it to the Walsh Mansion.
Right.
And now we're here. The only thing that
Wait,
connects
wait,
the stone...
wait.
Pause.
We've never been to the Walsh Mansion.
The Walsh?
What the fuck is going on?
I would also like to know that.
There's something else happening in the city that is not related to us. Somebody must have taken that stone from where it was supposed to be, and somehow it ended up here. Coincidence?
Everything just seems
Very
to be tying all
strange.
together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like the strings of fate are just pulling us back together.
Oh, don't be
Yes.
coy.
Hilarious. Azzurum.
Have you tried questioning that pretty little blonde bitch over there?
Clarification on the spell that Jarlaxle is using. It's not exactly a locate object.
Yeah.
It's a modification that he can do that is not a caster thing. But
Okay.
we'll continue. Because locate object has like a thing where it's like, I can find it exactly, pinpoint the exact location.
Okay.
Whereas
That'd be
Jarlaxle is more
convenient.
like, I can tell the direction I need to go.
Okay.
And that sort of thing. Like where it generally is.
Okay.
No. Though they are very attractive, and I was thinking of maybe seeing my chances there. But
You know, I think you have a shot. I really do.
I think I do too. In fact, I don't think I know.
All right.
I don't know.
Poppy.
I think they're a little interested in me.
Azzurum.
Wow,
We have
look at
more pressing
you.
matters right now to deal with than both
Forget
of your
about
love lives.
You already forgot about your boyfriend over in
Oh no, I haven't.
So I thought. Now, listen. What do you mean? Is there anything that you know that's going to lead me closer? Because now
I suspect that pretty little blonde bitch has made their rounds between the Thorn and the Walsh Manor. From the information that we've gathered, there's not a lot of people who go to both. So whoever is probably pretty high up in the families and is doing it secretly.
Though I don't know how they got the stone or why they want it, and why it's here and not in Cineath where it's useful.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
true.
what the fuck are they doing with it out here?
It doesn't unlock anything here unless
And
it
what-
does.
Maybe
then-
just selling it for something? I don't
What
know.
do the families want with it? They have
No
money.
idea.
They should give it to poor people like Jarlaxle.
Yeah, poor in a lot of respects.
right.
Poor manners, poor hygiene.
All right. Soak it up. Come on, take your shots. Take your shots. I can take them.
I'll do it all day.
All right. It'll be a long night. Sure, you got a lot stored up there, Vincent.
Yeah, a lot.
It's been a couple weeks. I mean, you know,
Certainly has.
simmering.
We haven't gotten any time to catch up. I feel like we don't talk anymore.
Yeah, you know, we've been pretty busy. Honestly, we've had a lot of
I
things
know.
to
I've
do.
been seeing.
Yeah.
Did you see the whole thing with the worm?
I saw. No, I didn't see. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Did you see the like cowboys?
You're
You're not keeping up with us very well.
Yeah, we're not
I
really
didn't. I
watching us
wasn't
very
going
well.
to go anywhere near that place. It looked dirty. So
I completely agree.
exactly. I mean,
Like that they needed air
I
treatment.
know. And
God.
listen, that's a personal thing. I can keep an eye on you without. I'd rather stay out in the. You know how it is. But well then, keeping an eye on you here has been an absolute gas. Like, trust me.
Were
this
you
place
at
is
the-
a luxury.
Were you at the hotel?
Yes,
see
I was
that?
at the hotel.
Who were you there?
Hmm?
I'm sure you were pretending to be someone.
How were the roasted potatoes?
Tapped water.
Damn it.
A little bit of a joke, you know?
I fucking knew it. You know what? I was curious if it was poisoned.
No, just a little unsanitary.
Yeah.
Great.
Disgusting.
Well, I guess we have a whole evening to figure out what's going on. And
You sure do.
Can you get us out of the city?
do we have? Yeah. Would you be able to give us a way out? Because
I'll help
don't-
you if you can get me out.
Towards where?
We
Where
have
are
a
you
way
going?
Oh,
Honestly, anywhere but here. We're going east, right?
east.
You're going east? You're going away from Cineath?
That's the plan.
I know you can get us a way out. You're
So what?
You're you.
Are you suggesting that we travel together?
Oh,
Oh,
Work
no.
together?
God no.
do you want? Is that what you want?
Do you like
I
us
feel
that
like
much?
you're jealous of us.
I've got a lot of people traveling me. Am I right? And the whole entourage says, yeah. I've got a lot of people traveling. I just wanted to make sure that we aren't the same mission.
Yeah, no.
Listen, you want to get out of town? Sure, I can help do that.
Okay.
I can get you
Okay,
out of
well,
here. I
just-
know that you're being hunted by the Church of the Morning Lord, that sort of thing. That's rough business. Only going to get worse if you head down towards Ansir even further. But, you know, what you do is up to you, so...
The only way I'm going to help you is if you let that family go. If you do anything to that family, this is off.
If you help me, I won't have any reason to do anything. And also, I'm not so cold-hearted as to murder a family in cold blood. I would do it for money, though.
That's
So-
good to know.
I'm just being clear about my priorities.
Your crosshairs off of them, and I will help you.
Make a persuasion check or an intimidation check, whichever you think is
Persuasion.
best.
Can I help?
Can you?
What do you say?
Um,
I can also help.
okay,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Listen.
Listening.
Fucking hate this.
We have very few things that we really care that much about in this city. And I will help you fuck over every single person in this room.
Always like that about you.
But only if you take the people away from the family.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Thank God. 28. Nice. The first one is a natural one.
He smiles. He pulls the stone out of his pocket. You see it illuminate in his hands. He says, "Call it off. I think they'll be cooperative." Then puts it down. As he says, "Now we are allies."
Okay.
We always were.
Of course. We signed a contract.
This is just a little prank.
Of course. Trust me, I know the value of good pranks. They're fun. But I'm kind of a sore loser.
Question. When you talked to Durnan,
Yes.
he didn't know where it went either? He didn't, like, with your magic that you used on him, obviously.
You're magical?
I cannot cast magic. But, 19. No. Not only that, he didn't even seem to know that it was gone.
Oh.
However, Yurei. You remember the Strings of Fate, Yurei. You can call her Ella if you wish.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Ella.
She looks and she says, "It's good to see you all again. How's the tavern doing?"
I don't know. I
Wouldn't
haven't been
know.
there.
Oh, that's a shame.
I
Like
thought
you
maybe
care.
you would have been there. It's your job.
Not anymore. You all fired me after you figured out that I was betraying you.
Oh my god, you're so right.
And what was that, boss? And Jarlaxle says, tell them what you told me after you did the whole interrogation thing. You were like, yeah. There's something weird about the barkeep, like a space in the memory that was incongruent. It seemed like he didn't fully
shit.
know something.
I think I'm starting to piece this together.
A little bit.
There was someone the other day who did something similar to our very own Lidara. And there's a space in her memory. This one is only for about like 20 minutes or so. That
Oh.
person was at the Thorn Manor. That person has blonde hair.
He looks around and he says, "I'm starting to see that this information is starting to make sense." Huh. What a pickle. That's powerful magic to go into another person's consciousness and lock it up and change things around. So, that's sticky. This person stole the stone. I have no idea as to what they would want with the stone, but they stole it. Huh. I'm officially running out of witty things to say. And I'd rather just get down to brass tacks. What do we do? He reaches into his coat and pulls out a gun and is like, "Are we doing
my
this?"
no,
Put
okay.
that shit
away.
away.
Are you?
I don't even think you're
Okay.
allowed to have that.
I'm certainly not, but they didn't check. Whoever this Apollo guy is, they really trusted him.
Wow.
Is there a real Apollo somewhere?
Oh yeah, he's locked up in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, he's out. He's
Is he
out cold.
hot?
Oh yeah, I mean, look at him.
I didn't know if like you
Look at these
altered him.
cheekbones. My goodness. Yeah, no, he's very unconscious.
Okay,
But
well,
he'll be okay, right?
I hit him pretty hard on the head.
Oh my god.
He's not supposed to rest after that.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take a trip to the bathroom at some point to clean up your mess.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Oh, that's
I don't
very
have
kind of
to,
you.
but-
You're right.
why
don't.
don't I have 2 leads? Finnegan Walsh.
Walsh, okay. Like taking notes in his hands, just like
And Tyron.
Tyron, that one right there, right?
Yeah,
the
that
one
one.
with the little crush.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that one.
You see,
Oh, sad.
he has a crush on Valentina, so he would probably do anything for her, which makes me think he'd do some dumb shit like this. Finnegan, on the other hand, I don't know at all what their goals are, what their purpose is, and they have been very.
I got some not great vibes from them the first time we met. So, there's something fishy going there, but also we know for sure that Valentina is up to something from what you overheard the other day.
Yes, Valentina and Tyron are up to something.
What it sort of sounds like is Valentina doesn't want Tasha to be the heir of her family, and she thinks she is more fit. Finnegan is close with Valentina, and Tyron would do anything for Valentina as well. So it kind of seems like there's this whole plot to maybe off Tasha in some way or do something like that. So, I mean, don't know what the stone has to do with any of that, but
Me neither. I love the gossip part of this, but motive-wise, that makes no
it
sense.
just makes no
Right?
sense.
I personally don't know. Listen, could you give me a little bit of info? What does the stone do? Just, I know that it's some sort of key to unlocking the vault, but how does it do that?
I don't know. We didn't unlock the vault.
Did we ever figure that out?
You had to gather the eyes, and then there were keys you had to find to also use as well. And then there was also
Keys past the stone? The
Yeah.
stone wasn't the...
Yes.
yeah, there's also a dragon.
Oh, my...
You prepared to fight a dragon?
Oh, no, but... well, I could try. I've never done it, but oh, that's exciting.
There's always
now
a
I'm
first
thinking
for
about it.
everything.
It's always a first for everything. You know, if they're... Never mind. Listen, why don't we reconvene in a bit? You can do your reconnaissance, that sort of thing. My team will do their reconnaissance. I'll start getting acquainted with this Finnegan person. If I'm right in my own abilities, then... well,
You won't even need us.
I'll work some charm, and I'll get the stone and a companion for the night. So...
And if
Oh,
you
shit.
can't, you can always call on me.
For now, I can tell you're telling the truth. This
Thank
is too
gosh.
elaborate of a lie for even you all to spin.
I don't know. I'm so smart.
Oh, well.
Anyways,
Yeah, he's the smartest guy I know.
Anyways.
enjoy the ball, and I've taken the crosshairs off the family. For
Do I
now.
believe-
Oh, sorry. Everybody talked at once. Go ahead.
Do I believe him?
He says afterwards, for now, on the condition that you're helping me. But you can make an insight check still.
9.
Even that is enough to know that he's being candid at this point. He seems exhausted by this exchange.
One more request, if I may.
Yes.
So generous.
You may ask. I may not follow through, but you may ask.
Don't try to pretend to be any one of us. I can't take that again. It's too much. It's cruel.
That one is special card I've had up my sleeve for a while, though. It is a bit cruel, you know? And it's also easy. It's too easy. I don't want to do that. So, personal Scout's honor, we'll say.
Vincent's kind of shaking in rage. He's like really mad at him. All right.
No, please, enjoy yourselves.
Okay, I get up, I leave.
I walk away.
You all turn around, walk. As you're walking away, Rainier under's best like, prick.
Yeah, Renee?
Sorry, I just don't like that guy. Even though he saved my life, at some point, he was kind of a dick about it.
He's always been a dick. I hate his guts. I want him dead.
Okay, why don't we can still enjoy the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, also trying to make sure that no one's gonna try and kill anyone here. I guess there's so much is going on at the same time.
There's a lot
Why?
happening, isn't
I
there?
think we should split up.
All right. You want me to?
That's
I don't know. Okay, I just
feel
don't
like
just
I
don't
want to be
die.
suspicious, but I
Cover
won't
more
die.
ground.
If I'm about to die, you'll know.
What? I'll just know in my heart.
No, it's just like the amount of effort it would take to kill me. I think it would cause a scene.
That's true. Yeah,
That's fair.
it's not gonna be a quick death.
If you see some bolt of lightning go in the air,
I'll know it's you.
inside. No, it's me.
we'll split up
it.
then.
Who wants to take which corner of the party? Who wants to talk to who? I saw Tyron and Finnegan talking.
I'll go talk to Tyron.
Okay.
Where should I go? Should I?
You could try the kitchen and maybe see if there's poison in any of the drinks. That
All
sort
right.
of thing.
Yeah, I'll sneak my way over there. See what happens.
Because also there might be just in general things back there that Valentina and Tyron might be hiding for the night, you know?
Yeah, I'll look.
Right.
Okay. And then,
Well, my plan was to try to maybe make some actual connections rather than fight for my life, and try
I
to
can
make.
go make some connections.
well, yes. Why don't we do that? We can go. These connections. Anyone in particular you want to talk to? I might be able to help
Maybe.
in terms of nobility wise.
Just, we wanted to go east. There was that one route that, we'd need connection for to get on that boat. And, Principality's person is here. I don't know.
Let's go look for them. He kind of leans his. I'm de-stressing. It's all right. We can still have a nice ball.
Be fine.
We can still have a nice ball. Come on. And break. Team.
Team. Yeah. That.
Works for me. Okay, as you all head off in your different directions, that's where we'll take a break. Hi, this is Christian, the Dungeon Master for the Strings of Fate. Thank you for listening to episode 19 of our podcast. Here are a few announcements. As you may have seen on our social media, we are transitioning to a 1 episode a week upload schedule. This means that instead of Wednesdays and Fridays, we will only be posting an episode on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, we filled in the slot with an episode of Soft Talk, where I talked about a deep dive into the world of Afra and trying to give a little more insight into the world building. Soft Talk won't always be posted on Wednesdays, and the Wednesday slot may not always be filled. We're looking to create new content and reduce burnout, and so this is the best upload schedule that works for us. Thank you for being patient in this transition. As of recording this break, we have not picked a giveaway winner yet, so Christian in this present moment does not know who the giveaway winner will be. But by the time this episode goes up, there will be a winner picked and we will know who it is, and that winner will go up on our social media right about now, or slightly before this, or slightly after. It depends on a lot of factors. So congratulations to whoever that winner is. I'm incredibly envious of you and your Dungeon Depths beanie. I'm sure it is very comfortable, very stylish, and I'm sure you will enjoy it a lot. If you were really hoping that I was going to say your name out during the break, then go ahead and message me in the Softcord, and I will go ahead and record something for you that will go, congratulations on winning a beanie. Thank you to everyone for participating, and remember that there are more giveaways on the way, so keep an eye out on the episodes and our social media for that. None of these giveaways would be possible without the incredible generosity of our friends over at Dungeon Depths. Dungeon Depths is all about quality gaming supplies with character, from amazing apparel to handmade dice, to dice vaults, to dice coffins, to dice trays. They make amazing products, amazing merchandise, and if you use the code SOFTPOD in the comments of your commission or in the comments of your checkout, you will get 10% off your order. I sound extra excited about it because I am currently recording this at 4 a.m., but I'm always excited about this because it's super cool. Thank you, Dungeon Depths, for always being a huge supporter of the show, for giving us amazing products to give away, and just for being awesome in general. That code SOFTPOD is not just an awesome Dungeon Depths discount code, it's also something that you can tweet as a hashtag. I go through that hashtag pretty much every day, and I name NPCs, buildings, places, you name it, out of the people that tweet using that hashtag. Quick disclaimer, if your name ends up being a villain's name, or if your name ends up being somebody who's put in a lot of danger, it's nothing personal, and I'm very sorry about it. But it happens sometimes. Moving on from that, we have a new logo. Our friend Max and our very own Chris have collaborated together to make a new amazing logo, which you can see now on our social media, on the screen in front of you. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. Max and Chris really knocked it out of the park. You can check out more of Max's stuff at maxk.creative on Instagram or in the link which I will put down below. Hey, if you're watching this on a podcast platform, please be sure to give us a rating if you are able to on that platform. Also, if you're on a podcast platform, take a look at the podcast cover. It's also different with the emblem done by Chris. So, please check it out. It looks amazing. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as well as comment down below. In fact, I can help you out with a little comment prompt. Your prompt for today is one that we've done before actually, which is, what do you think is going on? I guess I want your theories. I just love reading them. Anyways, I'll let you all get back to the show. I hope you love Jarlaxle as much as I do. Anyways, bye. So, Lidara, you slink off away from the crowds of the ball. You make your way towards where you can see servers with silver trays of charcuterie. I saw that TikTok. I know, right? I'm kidding, but there's charcuterie and little hors d'oeuvres for people making their way around, and you see them all making their way back towards one of those doors that kind of pushes open, pushes outward, towards the side. No one seems to be around that area. It mostly seems to be servers, but you get a sense that that's the kitchen.
All right. I'm going to casually walk through as if I'm looking for the bathroom.
Ah, okay. Interesting. You casually push your way inside. Immediately, there are a few people who are like, whoa, because you are obviously a guest back here, but they're also like, as soon as you cross that threshold, the noise changes. Like, it's no longer like dancing and laughing and orchestral music and clinking glasses. It's like, I have 5 orders. Like, where the fuck are my hors d'oeuvres? Where? Like, look me in the eye. like, it's people. Like, the servers are like literally like very polite. And as soon as they get in there, they're just like toss the tray on the ground, like get loaded with hors d'oeuvres, head out. Like, it is a madhouse in here, full of cooks and servers and a mess of them. It's very warm and humid in here as well. There doesn't seem to be like, it's not very well circulated, and it is a long, expansive room with like cast iron, like equipment, stoves, like marble countertops that are like dirtied with ingredients and stuff that are just spread out. They've kind of thrown a lot of the regular procedure to the side to accommodate so many people, and there is a lot going on in here immediately.
Just walking in and looking around, can I see where there would be any, like the wine would be kept, or like, you know, the stuff that they're going to put out later?
Looking around, you can see that while there was like an open bar out there with all of the drinks, you can see that further down there seems to be a room with kegs. Like, you can see like it's just like an open doorway. There's no door there that actually prevents you from getting into that room. But you can see kegs there that you would actually recognize because you saw these kegs. They're like those emerald green kegs. It is across this room of chefs and cooks all moving in this very tight space. What are you doing?
I'm going to walk with a purpose towards the kegs, as if I'm meant to be there.
Okay, this is a deception check.
Gown.
This is a deception check to see that if people think you're meant to be there, because you're already getting a bunch of weird looks.
Sure.
But people are so busy that they're just not asking. But you're getting the sense that the further you get into here, the more people are gonna be like,
What
what's
are
going
you
on here?
doing? Is it deception?
Yes.
Okay. 21.
21. You begin to walk with a purpose, like chin up, making your way through the crowd. People are very intimidated because you seem like you know what you're doing. Now that you're doing this, I need you to make a dexterity check to weave through this.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of chefs bouncing back and forth between prep counters to stove to sink to back to prep counters, and they all have sharp implements at some times. So it's a bit dangerous to walk in here without proper training, that sort of thing.
Okay.
But are you pretty dexterous?
It's a dex check. Not a dex save, just dex check.
Natural 20. Plus 4.
Lidara, you are like the heels are against like the tile floor as you're making your way, literally effortlessly weaving your way through this group. A chef turns. There's a point in time where a chef is like stirring something, then turns and you just duck under it and like look him in the eye, and he's got the thing up. He's like, he doesn't know what to do, so he just like holds out the ladle to you because he was looking to have someone taste tested. The person behind you is just a taste.
Oh, sure. And I taste it.
Oh my gosh!
It's very good. It's very good.
Good work. Keep it up.
Yes, ma'am. And then puts it back in and then moves through. You make your way through. You see somebody. You see someone chopping something, and then you see them. What would happen in this situation? You see someone walking by with. I'll do this. You see someone walking by with a bunch of plates. He begins to fall, and you literally go like catch them, and then put them back in his arms. Just, what? And then you keep walking. Like natural 20. You get through here. By the end of it, they're convinced that you work here. Like
Nice.
Somehow you are some high executive that knows how to do this.
Wow.
Nobody stops you as you are at the end of the room. They're bewildered by your performance in the kitchen as you make your way back towards the keg room. This room itself is actually quite expansive for like a cellar area, and you can see why there's a lot of people to feed here. But you can see that it's separated into two barrels. There's green barrels and there's blue barrels, basically. But now that you're in here, they all seem to have. Oh, quickly make a perception check for me.
28.
28. Lined up on the other side of this room, like very pristinely, like covered with a like a silk sheet, like a tablecloth or something to cover them. You take a peek under it and you can see that there are like very pristine crystal glasses there, and then the other side there's very pristine like crystal mugs as well. And there's one crystal mug that is out of place, and it is like slightly unaligned with the others. You can see that it is just slightly unaligned, out of place. That's all it is. But that's what you see. You have the kegs, you have the mugs, and you have the glasses.
May I check and see if there's no one in here, right?
There's no one in here currently.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I will take a closer look at that specific mug.
Okay. Looking at it, there doesn't seem to be anything off about it.
Nothing inside or anything?
Nothing inside. You check the inside of it, and it seems like regular, good to go, that sort of thing. No, there was nothing like unusual about the mug itself besides its placement. The rest of them seem pretty well arranged, though they look like they have been cleaned, like they're ready for use, that sort of thing.
Okay. Then I will... How many kegs are there in here? Like, how many?
There's a lot of kegs in here. We're going to say like You could go through and check them all, however. It's not impossible for you to take a little bit from all of them to do it if you wanted to.
That sounds like
but
a lot of work.
It would be a feat.
Could I see if there are any that look like they're out of place, that look like they are, like, special for some reason, or like they're put aside, or if there are any, like, I don't know, side rooms or, like, something that where there would be, like, one hidden or something off to the side?
Make a perception check.
21.
You're searching the rooms, you're looking at the kegs. They look, first of all, untampered with. Just taking a look at them, it looks even like the actual, like, I think it's just a faucet or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Oh, like the tap?
Yeah, like
kind
the
of thing?
tap. Yeah, that's right. The tap itself is, like, not even, looks like it hasn't even been opened once. With these kegs, you spot kind of stashed away behind a few barrels that are, like, out of use, near the corner of the room. You spot a bottle.
Nice. I'm gonna go to the bottle.
Okay. You reach back, feel it. It's full, it's unopened. Pull it up. Sparkling grape juice. And there's a name written. It says Tasha.
I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. What am I wearing?
It's like, it's not, doesn't say just sparkling grape juice, but basically it's a it's a cheap, like, brand of sparkling grape juice that is just there.
Fantasy Welshes.
Fantasy Welches.
And it's unopened?
It's unopened.
Interesting. Where can I put that?
Just break it.
As you are
Trash.
Oh,
holding on to this,
God.
you hear footsteps behind you.
I would immediately
as
put it down and, like, just, like, pretend like I'm looking around.
You hear, excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry. Who are you? Are you?
Who is this person that I'm looking at?
They are sort of a sheepish server. They're a water genasi, darker hair that's kind of, it has that same sort of floaty quality, but it's cut short and neat. They're wearing a server's uniform, though their mask is pulled off so you can see their face. And they're saying, no, I'm the server. I'm meant to be here. Sorry, I don't think you can be back here.
So sorry, I didn't mean to impose. I was just told to come and check on everything back here and make sure that everything was in account for the keg, specifically by the thorns.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, that's completely fine. Otherwise, if you don't mind, I need to start pouring these drinks. We're going to be having the toast soon.
Oh, absolutely. I also, sorry, I just need to take this one specifically. I was told to bring it to her.
His eyes kind of go wide. He says, no, who told you this?
Valentina Thorn?
No, I don't. You can't do that, please.
And why not?
It's not.
Insight.
Yes, I mean, make an insight check.
What's going on with this person's brain? 28.
Extremely nervous, but a very genuine nervousness over this person as you are holding this bottle. He looks like he needs to say something and object. He's trying to object to this, but also he doesn't know what to say. As he looks and he says, I don't think I can let you do that. I'm under orders not to let that bottle leave this room.
And I was under orders to bring this out. I'm aware that you have orders, but by the same people I was given orders to bring it out. There might have been a change of plans. I'm just the messenger.
Make an intimidation check.
Please let me take this bottle. Random server.
This is
server number 2.
This person can't tell whether you're telling the truth or not, so it's just whether you are intimidating him or not. I mean, you are, but it's enough.
Yeah.
If it's
Are you
enough, then he's going to
scarier?
risk it.
Are you scarier than Valentina?
That's an 11.
He looks, he's scared, he's shaking, he doesn't know what to do, and he kind of just, like, raises his hands up. He says, please, this is Miss Thorne, Miss Tasha's private bottle, please, you I'm under orders that Miss Valentina can't know about it, and I don't know how she found out, but please just don't do this.
Huh. Sorry, you said Miss Valentina doesn't know about this bottle.
No one's supposed to know. It's just Miss Tasha's.
All right.
Just we can. Don't you work
No.
for Valentina? Don't.
I put it down. I put it down, and I'm like, sorry to cause commotion.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry to get in your way.
No,
I hope you won't get in trouble. I can give you a different
I'll
bottle
be
to
okay.
give,
Don't worry.
Miss-
Yes, make sure this bottle gets to Tasha.
Yes, I will.
Can I check and see if they're lying about Valentina not knowing or like not?
Make an
that
insight
whole
check,
thing?
yeah.
23.
They are being very genuine, but also the information that they're saying, you could tell that like you forced their hand to basically like divulge a secret to
Okay.
that this is for Tasha, and that no one's supposed to know that this is here.
Okay. All right. So sorry to disrupt your.
No, you're completely fine. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to. You can stay for the process or whichever you need. I can get you a bottle for Miss Valentina or something along those lines.
What if I poison?
Oh.
I'm not gonna
That's
do that.
an idea. Sure is an idea. I don't. We actually don't even.
I know.
confirm
I know. I don't
that's
want to
Just
just like.
out of vibe, you become the executioner.
Oh no! Then I just get charged for murder because
Yeah.
it's just like I just killed an innocent woman
She's
for
gonna
nothing.
do a prank.
She actually. This was Tasha's surprise birthday party.
Yeah, Valentina's like that little brat, lovingly. You have the parentheses.
Straight up killer.
That little brat, lighthearted.
Okay. All right. I'll just see myself out then.
Okay, thank you. You begin to make your way out, and he begins to fill the glasses, like just the glasses from the kegs. You can see that the wine glasses are filled with thorn wine, and the mugs are filled with Walsh ale, sort of thing.
Cool.
Anything else you're doing in the kitchen, or are you pretty much good on your investigation here?
As I walk past through the kitchen, I'll kind of take a look at the food. You know, just look at it.
Oh, it's being fantastically... It's like freshly made on site. It looks like it's being replaced as they are depleting, as
Okay.
the stores are depleting. So the food looks fine as far as you can tell. But
I'll just make my way out there.
through here, it's just that strange interaction. Next person would be Azzurum. You make your way over to find Tyron.
Yep.
Tyron is, at this point, not talking with Finnegan anymore, but Tyron himself is back at the table. Valentina's not there, but Tyron is there at the table. You can see that he's like eating some food very to himself. As you sit down, he looks up, he says, "Oh, Azzurum, it's good to see you."
Yeah. What have you been up to? I've just been.
Oh, well, just cruising, networking, talking with nobles, that sort of thing.
Oh, I know. I thought I saw you talking to.
To whom?
Maybe to a little blonde Walsh.
Oh, well, technically against the rules, but Finnegan's never been one for rules, and sometimes neither am I.
I've just been kind of bored. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, well, it's mostly just keeping an eye on Valentina, though I'll see that you're not really doing that, but that's all right. I mean, it's mostly a ceremonial job. Just be on your guard and keep an eye out.
Is there anyone I should be keeping an eye on specifically, you know?
Well, let me think. The other adventurers is a good idea because they're, you're supposed to be intimidating them a little bit, but you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of that. Or, let's see, any Walshes that look like they may be looking to cause trouble, you could do that.
Otherwise, not really. I mean, it's a unity bowl. Every person that's been invited here has been invited for a reason. I mean, it's not like every Walsh, Thorn, and Grunt is here, just a select few. So they should be on their manners.
Yeah. What about you?
What about me? Of course I'd be invited. I'm Miss Valentina's personal aide.
No, I meant do I need to watch out for you?
He kind of just like like chokes on his food for a second and he looks at this. It's a funny joke right there.
Huh.
Yeah. If you'd like, surely can. Though I would hope I haven't given you reason to.
You would hope.
Have we perhaps gotten off on the wrong foot? Do I know you from somewhere before? Or have I maybe done something to insult you during your stay at the house?
No, I guess you would just say, I'm onto something. And then I get up. Oh.
Enjoy the ball, Mr. Azzurum.
You too. Don't get in too much of a mess.
At the end of the conversation, everyone's composure is a lot less composed as you make your way away from Tyron. Anything else you're doing, Azzurum?
No.
Okay. And now, Vincent,
Hey.
you and Renair are looking around for the person, and you see them stepping out towards the balcony as the person you were looking for, right? Did you ever have a person you were looking for before?
I was trying to find the principalities.
Yes.
person.
You find the principalities, the businesswoman, she's making her way out towards the balcony. Renair sort of catches that and says, I think that's who you wanted to speak with, correct?
Yeah, let's maybe go outside.
All right. Some fresh air would be good for us. It's getting a little stuffy in here.
As we're walking over, I'm gonna kind of catch him by the arm, and under my breath I'm gonna be like, you remember that code word that we used to use to make sure we were really ourselves?
He smiles and he says, and he kind of extends his hand for you.
Pineapple?
I love pineapple.
Thank God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't, that
It's all right.
Jarlaxle piece of shit.
I know. He is quite the character and hard to trust. But I am
Good.
this time.
Yeah.
You begin to make your way out towards the balcony. You pass through doors built right below the clock face itself, passing beneath towering hands of metal in their rhythmic turning and churning. And the night air is refreshing. That sudden transition from the noisy, cramped crowds saturated in scents and oils to calm, open air brings relief. The light chatter between the few nobles out here is welcome. In fact, this balcony itself is very well crafted. It wraps around the entirety of the outside itself. And from this high up, you can see the entirety of the electric lights of Weldon. In fact, the lights of the clock tower envelop this balcony in almost a warm glow that spreads out across the top of the town. And turning your gaze upward, the sky of Weldon has always been devoid of stars. And that's what makes the one twinkling light in the sky breaking through the clouds such a welcome sight. The moon glows behind cloud cover, and as you are making your approach, you take a moment for yourselves, as Renair says. Oh, this is kind of nice.
It's much better than inside.
Yeah, I agree.
So you said there are some other nobles out here?
There are a few that are enjoying the air. You can see that there's a few that kind of have the same body language of people that maybe aren't as accustomed to balls and the crowds, or maybe you're just getting some air. Some people just by themselves and some in light conversation as they overlook the town. It's light chatter, but it's much quieter out here. That one principality businesswoman herself has kind of taking a breather over at the edge of the balcony on the railing. It's very well crafted brass metal railing.
Should we talk to her?
Yes, and then we'll enjoy the view a little bit. You know, not all business or doom and gloom or assassins or business partners, that sort of thing.
He looks over the edge. And he's like,
It's a long drop.
it's a long drop.
I think if I did my math right, 30 stories is like 300 feet or something like that.
Oh my god.
Like this is one of the tallest buildings that you could be on a balcony of, and just like, oh gosh.
Vincent's kind of afraid of heights.
Sees that.
He's like, it's fine.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just not going to look down.
Okay, don't look down. Let's make our way over then. You make your way over then.
How is it decorated out here?
It's decorated the same illustrious starlight decorations. You can see that there are these twinkling lights that weave up the side of the wall and wrap around the clock face itself. The clock face itself takes up a big part of the decoration, and from this angle, seeing something like that, it's strange. It's almost like seeing the trees instead of the forest. Just the separate numbers, the intricate metalwork that goes all the way down to like looking directly at it. It towers over you, the clock face. But the rest of it is decorated in a similar fashion. In fact, out here, the maritime elements of the Walsh family and the rose elements of the Thorn family are blended together in some form of unity.
Would you say that there are rose bushes out here?
There are rose bushes out here. They are artificial, of course, and they're in planters, but they're lined up against the walls next to the door and that sort of thing. And some of them are across like the balcony in that area, like leaned up against the railings. You see a woman who has rich dark skin with light spots across her face. Her hair is adorned with flowers, and she's wearing a deep green suit, but not the same sort of garish emerald, like a nice dark green that fits very well with her entire outfit.
Nice.
Yes. As you approach, she takes a deep breath, composes herself. She turns and says, hello.
Hi. Hello. I don't think that we've had the pleasure of meeting.
No, I don't believe so.
I extend my hand and shake it. She shakes my hand.
She shakes your hand, firm handshake, and says, I'm Lord Raina of Limon.
Vincent Obra
Vincent
of the Strings of Fate.
Oh, interesting. Are you local or are you traveling?
No, traveling through.
Traveling. Fantastic. Renera comes up. He says, hello. Renera Neverember of Cineath. She smiles, shakes his hand, and says, it's a pleasure to meet you both. May I ask what business you have in town?
Yes. Well, first of all, sorry to bother you. I know that it kind of seems like we're all out here taking a break.
Oh, it's no problem. It's just nice to get away from the constant noise, I would say.
I agree. Well, I was, just we're traveling through, trying to get east, and seeing the sights, and I've been to the principalities before, and I hear you're from there, so I don't know. We're looking forward to what they have to offer.
Oh, you ever been?
When I was younger, yes.
I see. Well, I do wish you well on your travels then, as the principalities themselves have a lot to offer, though traveling the roads, you may want to hire some bodyguard or something along those lines. The places between settlements can get a bit dodgy.
Well, funny. We're the bodyguards, usually. So.
Mercenaries.
In a sense, when we have to be. I guess,
I see.
For money, if you need to. But I think that on the road we'll be plenty capable of that.
That's very fair. Is there any destination you had in mind when you're heading for the principalities?
A few places I hadn't seen since I was a young child and like to see again, and a few that I've never seen. What was the name of that city that we wanted to get to?
Which one? The
one that
the
was,
really
was hard
illustrious
to
one?
get to.
Loksha. Loksha, the Shining City.
Can you spell that?
Lochsha.
I've always had this dream when I was a kid that I'd one day be able to see Loksha.
You see she chokes on her drink for a second. Loksha. Wow,
Yeah.
you're trying to get into the Shining City.
I don't know, it's always been a dream of mine.
Well, quite the dream. Well,
Have you ever been?
not yet, but you've asked the right person.
Oh, really?
She smiles. I'm working my way up, we'll say. It's nice meeting somebody that has that ambition as well. A lot of people say it's impossible, but I don't believe that.
Oh, there's got to be some people who go into it, right?
Oh, absolutely. There are many, many people, but those are the people that have been graced by the Immortal Prince himself.
Oh, how hard can that be?
Well, right place, right time, making sure that you say the right things, that you don't say something to insult him, that you don't get thrown into a dungeon, that sort of thing.
True.
All that.
Is he easily embarrassed? Or, is that like a thing? Or
No, I mean, he's a hero of the principalities, and thus he is very high standards. Very, very high
I
standards.
see.
He is illustrious. I've only seen him once. I missed my chance just by a little bit, but this is why I'm here. A little networking. I'm talking to more people that may be able to get me into things that the Immortal Prince may be at. That sort of thing. That's what it's all about.
Right.
You gotta know somebody.
Well, now I know you, right?
You do know me. That network will help you going forward. Though, well, if you're ever at something and you have word of the Mortal Prince showing up, I know that he is going to be in Ansia on business for a while. Then perhaps we can trade notes again if we end up at the same place, though it is a whole thing to impress the Immortal Prince. You must understand.
Are you from... You're born and raised from the principalities?
Born and raised principalities, though the
All right.
portions of the Painted Valley that have been set towards the principalities, that have been divulged, if you will.
How do the principalities feel on magic?
She looks around.
That was
Oh, no, that's okay.
If I know.
They're fine.
Okay, fine.
Whatever you
okay.
can use to get ahead, get ahead.
Beautiful. Okay. Then I'll be like, well, if that's the case, then if I hear anything, I will let you know. I have ways to let you know very quickly.
She smiles, says, powerful trait. Powerful trait to have, and also a very good one if you're looking to get in the good fortunes of principality nobles. Ansirian nobles are so backwards and all,
I know.
honestly. I mean,
Being here is just like sandpaper.
I
It's
know.
grating.
This place is drab. Trust me, if you want to have luxury and you want to party, then you go to the principalities. Now,
Well, I've got a friend who might.
yes, this little shindig they're having is 1/8 of what a principality party looks like.
Really?
Oh yes, absolutely. It is.
Gets bigger than this?
Oh yes, it is hedonism galore. You're going to
my
have to get
God.
used to that. The Shining City, they say, is a 24-hour party.
Good to know.
I'm saying food and wine flowing. Anybody that you could possibly want to know or get to know, as she says, as she kind of gives you like a knowing look, that sort of thing. It's all very exciting, but
Right.
you know,
Okay. Well, this has been a good chat. Thank
it
you
has
very
been a
much.
good chat.
Once again, very lovely to meet you.
I'll remember you, Vincent Obra, and next time we meet, well, we'll see who gets to the Immortal Prince first, and then we'll hopefully extend a hand downward.
You have my word.
She smiles, gives a light bow, as Renair also looks and says, "You handled that perfectly. I didn't even feel like I had to step in." He pulls you into a hug. He's like, "It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
It's over.
You did it. You did it. No,
Okay.
you did fantastic."
Did I look like I was nervous?
No. It was.
Oh my
You
God.
looked fine.
I
You
have a
looked
headache.
like you were really you looked like you were networking out there. You really had me going there.
It was convincing.
It was very convincing. Very convincing.
Okay.
You did fantastic.
All right. I need a. Oh my God. I hope the others are okay because I'm gonna take a moment out here.
Let's.
All right.
You two stay out there in the evening breeze of Weldon. You've never seen it this peaceful before. It's been a lot of running around. This entire week has been chaos in every respect, with a few moments of respite, but you just haven't had moments to yourselves. As you just look outward, the wind whistling across the balcony of the clock tower, and behind you can hear the Renair just kind of smiles and says, "I'm sorry that this whole thing hasn't turned out."
That's fine. I expected it to be like this. I mean, I didn't expect Jarlaxle, but the rest of it. I'm surprised there hasn't been an attempt on someone's life yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Usually where we linger, there is always something, whether it be gunshots or maniacal pirate captains or beholders, that sort of thing.
We've gotten into so many messes.
It seems quite constant. Have you ever thought about, a quiet life, that sort of thing? Been adventuring for months now, and it just seems that we dive into the next thing.
I have. Gonna be honest, I don't want anything more, but there are so many things that I have to do. And I still... Not only do my friends need me, but I'm still bound to something that I don't want to be bound to. And there are answers that I need. Hopefully one day, if I make it out alive of all this, something quiet would be nice. But
it's not an if. It's a when. And when it happens, we can work on that quiet life. I have a lot of things to do as well. And I'm willing to help you with yours. If you'll stay by my side during mine.
of course. Is that a question? You came all the way out here. Look at where you're at.
His head whips up. The wind picks up his hair, still tied back a little bit, but little wisps just getting uncaught. He says, "Well, I suppose it is a bit late to ask for reaffirmation, but..."
I understand. We'll stick together.
We shall. He smiles at you as you've realized you're the only two left on this balcony, as many of the people have filtered inward to the room, and you just share a moment together in the warm glow of the clock tower.
I never told you. You look good. You're very good tonight. It suits you really well.
Oh,
Glad it worked out.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You look, I've already said, but you look amazing. You look very dashing, very handsome, very beautiful. The stylist is right.
You know, I think I noticed there's something missing. And he'll go over to a rose bush and pluck out a rose and put it on his jacket. There we go. That looks just about right.
For all the turmoil that the Thorn family creates, for all the intrigue and backstabbing and who's who and all, they make some pretty beautiful roses. As you attach it there, his hand sort of touches yours, so he looks at you. And there's just a moment that you're just eye to eye. As he just blushes, he says, thank you. Take a deep gulp.
Should we get back?
Let's take a little bit longer out here. Just a moment. We are going to cut back to the inside, the interior. As Lidara, you are exiting the kitchen. Azzurum, you are over around the dance floor, around the buffet, around the area. And there is a ting, 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 ting of the glass in the center. And taking center stage, you can see Tasha Thorn. She passes the glass that she used to do that downward towards a server. And there is the echoing clink of that glass as she passes that glass down to a server, and all the attention is drawn towards the stage, right atop where the orchestra was performing. Silence falls on the onlookers, the only sounds being the melodic machinations of the clock tower itself. Now that silence takes the rooms, there's this the figures in white suits make their way out of the kitchen, beginning to make their rounds, moving past you, Lidara. Where are you two headed? It looks like most people are headed back to their tables. Like they're done dancing, like they are making their way back.
I'll make my way back to the table as well.
Okay. Azzurum?
Yeah, probably.
Vincent and Renair, you haven't heard this as you still are out there. But those figures in white suits make their rounds with emerald and sapphire trays, different from the regular silver trays they've been holding. Atop them, some of them have crystal wine glasses that you've seen of rich red, and tankards of deep gold, which they lay at each table, just passing them out around each table. You see that Water Genasi leave only one glass left, and then at the end of it, hand that glass to Tasha, who is still on the stage. She's still kind of like nervous, shaking, but she thanks him. You and your Thorn compatriots have all received glass tankards of sloshing ale. You can see that Tasha is holding a tankard itself, and now that you're looking at it, it still has like a deep gold color, though the in the bottle, matching the bottle itself that you found, like a white sparkling grape juice, basically. But she's holding it. She's taking like deep breaths there. Everyone is looking towards her. She looks just... Ladies and gentlemen, and treasured guests, thank you all for attending this banquet. I hope you have enjoyed the festivities thus far. The young voice of the heir to the Thorn family cuts above the rhythmic turning of gears, though forced out from her. There's an attempt at confidence in her voice, though it's not fully reaching. Yes.
I would like to try to make eye contact with her, if possible, and just kind of give her like a thumbs up.
She scans across the crowd, looking. She makes eye contact with you.
And I'm like, kind of like, breathe, girl. Okay.
And then she smiles. There is no point in avoiding it. She nods at you. These past few weeks have been fraught with strife. Senseless violence has taken our dear town, and tensions rise on either side. Everyone looks across each other just for a moment as what is usually left unsaid is brought into the open. But in this moment, you have all chosen empathy. This night, you have chosen not to fall into the mayhem of a few individuals, but to lean into the greater good. You can see a number of folks who've sufficiently gorged themselves this evening on luxury in the span of a few hours, congratulating themselves on empathy. So tonight I propose a toast. A toast not to division, but to unity. A toast not to chaos and violence, which undermines us, but to shared understanding and to a prosperous Weldon. One that cannot survive without the efforts of everybody in this room. A toast.
I would like to make a perception check of the. I just would like to take a glance around the room
Make a perception check.
as this is happening.
Can I
You and Renair don't know this is going on, but
check to see what Tyron's up to?
make a perception check around the room. Tyron is next to you. Like, Tyron is sat at the table with you.
I'm so stressed.
Natural 20 plus 10.
Natural 20 plus 10.
Holy shit. 10.
I need to whisper to you. And it's going to be a very quick whisper.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
A toast as Tasha raises a glass. What you all do?
I pull up my cup. I look at Azzurum, and I say, "There's someone missing.
Who?
A Walsh."
As this is happening, the people around you all begin to take to their glass.
I don't drink it.
I don't drink it.
And far from here, a conductor's hands raise. One by one, the toast is cheered, the wine smooth and fruity with a hint of unfamiliar spice. The ale, rich and hearty with a golden finish, finds its way down the gullets of each esteemed guest. The first movement begins, the captain always silent, but anticipation grows. A swift flick of the hands of a conductor, and a vein bulges from the head of a thorn seated at a table nearby. The first note. The vision begins to blur, the breathing of the crowd grows heavier, right on time. The first violence falls as that thorn stands, as if to meet him in beautiful harmony. A Walsh follows. Nobody stops them, but their eyes are locked, unblinking, bulging out of their heads as heat builds in the room. The crescendo of silverware being taken from the table for an unintended purpose. The conductor's hands move gracefully, savoring the moment before. Staccato piercing of the flesh as they dash towards each other and begin to tear each other asunder. There is no gasp and no hesitation. Hands move to silverware, weapons begin to unsheath, hidden beneath suits and gowns. This orchestra already knows their part, and they follow the conductor's hands. The sickly sweet tune of sword against flesh, a percussion of gunshots that ring out, crashing into nobles, lunging and beginning to tear each other to pieces. Fork and knife turn to bloody weaponry. A visceral symphony begins to unfold before your eyes. You see Valentina, after taking the drink, begins to shake. What is the meaning of this motherfucker, as she grabs her silverware and just can't control herself as she throws herself into the fray with a knife, just slicing towards randomly. You can see her face go just completely blood vessels looking to burst. Tyron looks at you, Azzurum, as he reaches behind his coat and you see him pull a firearm.
Holy shit! I'm gonna drop to the ground, probably.
The shot rings out, crashing. You hear someone scream from behind you. There are a number of spells that play tricks on the mind. Phantasmal Force, Phantasmal Killer. The comforting knowledge of these spells is that the image is unreal, false, an illusion played on the unlucky target of a caster's ire. The reality of this situation is what makes this scene so surreal. Is a ball of unity turned into a bloody massacre in the blink of an eye and the swig of wine and ale. Phantasmagoria. And that's where we'll end.